Hello, friends. You are listening to the Sort of Truth podcast on the All the Things Podcast Network, the alcohol-fueled chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sort of Truth series with an ambush of craft brew on the side. I'm Jade.
And I'm Nate, and today we are sneaking through chapter 48 of Stone of Tears. An ambush of beer does not sound bad, Jade.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh no, it's craft beer! Drink me! Oh, what am I gonna do?
I think it's one of the few times an ambush is a good thing.
Yeah. I'm in. If there's any way we can make that a thing, I don't know how it would happen, but hard yes.
I'll figure it out.
As long as it's not like hucking beer at somebody
I like
across
the word.
the street. Beer ambush! Just...
Hucking is such a good underused word, I feel like.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
I think it's like from chuckin', but I always liked huck because it sounds more...
Like the sound you make when you do it.
Yeah.
So, this chapter starts with Richard and Verna and Dew walking into her land, and as Richard grows anxious to meet up with her people, Dew starts getting, like, weird and cold and distant and not talking to anybody anymore. And Verna isn't keeping her eyes off of her at all. Richard can tell that she's testing Dew with her, like, magic, and she's not very happy about what she's finding when she does it.
No, it said that they were like two cats watching each other.
Yeah.
Not missing one single move the other one does. I just thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I thought it was a good comparison, too, because they're both, like, trying to test each other's territory out, too, like,
Yeah, and well, with the, like, the hair standing up on the back of your neck, like the hair on a cat when it's doing that real tall screech thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's called, but there's tension.
Yeah.
It's palpable.
You can feel it.
Yes. Or cut it with a Sort of Truth. I'm sorry. It was a bad joke.
Yeah. So, Dew leads them from the big, like, path they should be on. Like, there's clear signs, this is the way to go. And takes them onto a little trail off into the woods. And she tells them that others are going to join them here. They just need to wait. And as she's doing this, she calls Richard Magic Man. And Richard reminds her that, like, hey, my name is Richard. Remember, I'm the one that fucking saved you back there and did all that shit. And she's like, yeah, super appreciate that. I will always appreciate that. But you're still a fucking magic man. So, yeah, wait here. Bye. And I'm just saying that there's no fucking way that I would let Dew just take off after saying weird shit like that and not talking anymore. Like, actually, I'm gonna go with you.
So she's guiding you through her territory, which is effectively enemy territory.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you're going to have to communicate with any of these people is Dew. And the only way that they are not going to instantly kill you because you're a stranger on their land is Dew.
Mm-hmm.
And you saved her, and now she's starting to act like, I don't know. It was weird. She's just like, all right, but you're a wizard. You're one of the magic people.
Yeah.
So you're, whatever.
Yeah, she's effectively taking the personal out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grouping him in with another group of people. And basically saying that they're all alike.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah. And it's not good. It's never good. You shouldn't do that.
Well, yeah, and also, like, you're not fucking leaving me alone in enemy territory. Get the fuck back
right.
here.
I guess that was my point. Like, she's the key. I wouldn't let her out of my fucking sight. Because once she's gone, if I'm found out by anybody else, I'm done.
You are my human shield. Get back here.
Right.
Verna tells Richard that Dew's gonna try and kill you. This is that. This is what's happening right now, just so we're clear.
She's like, oh, here it goes. I knew it. I fucking called it.
Ah!
You didn't listen, and then we're gonna get murdered.
We walked right into the trap, dude.
Fucking seeker.
And Richard's like, hey, use your fucking magic then. Well, the Han magic. I keep using the word magic, and I know it's Han. It's more fancy. I know, it's fancy. And he tells her to just stop it and preserve life like you told her to do with the baby, which I thought was a nice little shot at her.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, Verna reveals that she has been antagonizing Dew this entire time by sending magic shit at her. It had just, like, dropped down a well when she shot it at her. So, basically, Do is like swallowing the magic when it comes to her. And
I think we had enough of that in the last chapter.
oh gosh. But she noticed it. She still noticed that it was happening, that she was being attacked.
So she's picking up on the fact that Verna is sending little vibes at her. No, not those, the other ones. And they're not doing anything to her, but she's aware.
Which would piss anybody off.
Yeah, it would be annoying just to know that the other person's doing it, let alone Verna's probably just... I mean, what is the probe of the magic she's doing? What is its actual purpose? Just to piss her off?
I don't know. She doesn't say. She just said she was testing, which
She's
I
just
feel like...
kind of feeling out what the magic makeup is of this person.
I'm wondering if she, like, innocent stuff at first, and then nothing happened, so she was like, well, now I'm gonna try and, like, hurt you.
And then it just
like,
escalated to throwing fucking lightning bolts at her, and like, nothing. Can you believe this?
Yeah. But from Dew's side, like, hey, we were all traveling, we were all buddies, triangle of trust here. We're supposed to be trusting each other. I'm gonna get you through my land. It's gonna be great. And then this bitch starts testing you with magic to make sure that your trust, like, no, fuck you. I kind of do want to kill you now.
You know what? I changed my mind. Come here.
Yeah, I am going to lead you into the ambush. It's going to happen now. Thanks, Verna. But Verna blames it all on Richard. It's Richard's fault for swinging the axe and bringing them to these people who they have magic, but the sisters don't know shit about it, like at all.
Well, she's blaming Richard in the way that if he hadn't have saved Dew, they wouldn't have had to come through here. They could have avoided this whole situation.
Right.
I got you. Okay. But yeah, like you said, they don't know anything about this magic, and that makes Verna nervous, especially when Richard brings up to her, like, hey, use your Han, do the magic thing. And she has to explain to him, like, I can't do anything to help, even if I wanted to.
Yeah. No, you're on your own in this. I'm just a little woman, and I'm not going to be able to stop at, like, a whole bunch of, like, 30 fucking people that are coming around us right now.
Look, I understand that I'm a bitch, but I'm not doing this just to be a bitch right now. This is really on you.
Right. She, like, uses logic against him at this point because she's like, hey, do you really, really, really believe I wasted that much of my fucking life going to find your ass just to get you this close to my home and then watch you die? Did you, like, really? That doesn't even make any sense.
Nah.
And it doesn't. So he's like, okay.
Fine.
So how many are there? And there's 30 people in a circle around them at this point, which is not great.
No, that's not super. You hate it when one person sneaks up on you, let alone 2 or even 5. That's bad enough. When there's 30, you're surrounded.
Yeah.
You are already done.
Yeah. I would be for sure.
And really fucking annoyed, probably. Like,
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm supposed to be the sneaky guy. All of these people surrounded us. I had no idea.
Also, I have a point about these people. I'm sure that there is a logical explanation for it, but Dew just randomly goes off the path into the woods, leaves Richard, not for a very long time. This is like a short conversation, and these people are back. So she just randomly goes off into the woods, finds a pack of at least 30 people that are ready for fighting, and then she's like, hey guys, come over here, let's do the thing. And it was just a little strange for me, because she didn't send a letter ahead. There's no way that that fucking happened. So the premise is that there is a pack of 30 people hanging out in the woods ready to fight at any period of time, which maybe isn't crazy, because they're always ready to fight, okay? I get that. But the fact that they're concentrated in the way that they are, or that they were so quickly able to get all 30 of them back together, which is like, whoa, that's... I mean, it's gotta be an impressive fighting force, or just silly, or they're just hanging out in the woods together, hanging out.
I don't think that where they are is probably very far from a village. I think that's where the main road was heading, and she had them go off on that side road, and then probably doubled back to the village and went, hey, I'm back. I need some volunteers. I'm voluntelling you.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I was just like, they're not waiting for her.
No, I don't think there was a pack of them in the woods. I think she went to go get them, and they're very sneaky people, and that's when Richard starts noticing them.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So, Richard's only chance is apparently to use the prophecy he's in the middle of by calling the dead forth.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Exactly. Richard doesn't think that riddles are a lot of help right now because, they never are. He doesn't fucking like riddles. I don't know if you know this about Richard.
He was like, damn it, Verna, you know I don't like riddles. Oh.
And yeah, so he's like, you should probably be more straightforward or shut the fuck up, Verna. Like, I can't with you right now and your dead talk. I don't know what you're talking about. He asks her if these people are good fighters, and she's like, yeah, they're blade masters.
Super.
One guy once killed 50 people on his own before they got him at the palace. So, you're one person, there's 30 of them, they can kill 50 apiece. You're gonna be fine.
It just gets worse and worse for Richard. He's like, how many of them? She goes, 30. Ah, are they good fighters? Oh, real good fighters. Do they want to fight to the death? They want to make you very dead. Ah, come on!
Shit!
Yeah.
Verna kind of taps out at this point, but only because she's like, it's all on you, man. Like, I'm gonna stand over here, because there's literally nothing I could do. Either you're gonna save us, or we're both gonna die.
I feel like there was probably something she could do.
I actually thought about this too. Like, we know that wizards can use the things around them. If they can't use magic on a certain thing, they could, make the air blow a fucking tree branch into your head or something. I don't know. Sand in your eyes or something.
Yeah, I mean, she just made it sound like she was being prevented from doing anything. I think maybe if she did try to fight them on her own, she'd be killed. Mm-hmm. Because maybe she's not as fast with her Hanan. Magically, yeah, she's way more advanced, but there's 30 of them. That's not nothing. Or if she was saying, no, you don't understand, magic hasn't been working on Do this whole time, so I literally can't use my magic. So I am as effective as probably a non-working out middle-aged woman would be.
Are you taking a shot at me?
No, absolutely not. I'm just saying she's not exactly a
just
soldier.
Like a regular person.
Yeah.
Well, and also,
Holy shit, I thought I was in the grinder for a second. I'm sorry.
Well, also, I feel like maybe you're also right, because there is 30 of them, so even if she was able to use the elements around her and just be like, sandstorm, one of them can come up and, slam a knife into her, so it's not really going to help for very long.
It's there's 30 of them.
Just going to draw their attention to her.
Yeah.
So Richard decides he's not going to sit around and wait for this shit to happen, so he might as well go and try and gain an advantage by using his wood guide skills. So he ends up sneaking up on a lone man and knocking him out with his own spear, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's kind of ineffective. If there was only one guy, then sure, knock him out, take his spear, whatever. But there's not.
No.
Before Dew took off, she was like, they will be here. So there's more than one. So if you knock one guy out, you're just they're just going to get found. Unless you knock him out because he's the first guy there and then you leave, which they don't do. So I don't understand what the point of doing this was. It was just an exercise in sneakiness for Richard.
I think maybe he was going to try and take them all out one at a time, but it was very ineffective because they all found him before he could do anything else.
He chokes the one guy out. He's like, oh shit, you saw that, huh? Yeah, okay.
Yes, I am the imposter.
Could you look that way for a minute?
So in short order, Richard is surrounded by more men, like we said, and he starts asking to talk to whoever speaks for them. He has this really annoying almost thing that he does where he's like, oh, we're in the middle of a fight. I want to talk.
I want to talk to your boss.
Yeah. Whereas most people will be like, fuck you, we're fighting. And he's like, no, you don't understand. I want to talk. So they are like these scary people in these dark cloths to blend in with the woods. They have camouflage. They form these circles around Richard. And